tutorial on web development with Flask. My name is Ronak Vyas and this video is a collaboration with Programming Knowledge. In the previous video, we talked about how we can connect our database with our web application using Flask SQL Alchemy, and we also set up a sign up feature where user can sign up and the data is stored in the database. We also hash the password, and in this video we'll talk about how we can set up the login function in our web application and also see how we can manage user sessions using Flask-Login. So let's see where we had stopped in the previous video. So let's run our code first. So this is where we were. We had written the backend for the sign up page where the user can sign up and the data is sent back to the database. And we also saw the proof of that data being inserted into the database using the DB browser. The link will be in the description for the DB browser. I had forgot to put that in the previous video. So in this video, we'll talk about Flask-Login. So Flask-Login provides user session management for Flask. It handles the common tasks of logging in, logging out, and remembering your user's sessions over an extended period of time. So it will store the user's active ID session. So we'll have a current user which we can use whenever we want. It lets you restrict views to logged in users. So for example, the profile page or the account page will only be seen by the person whose account is logged in, right? So we can use Flask-Login to do that. We can handle the remember me functionality. So we have the remember me checkbox here. And also it helps you protect your user sessions from being stolen by cookie thieves. So it is secure. So let's see how we are going to set this up. So first, we're going to go to our authentication.py file and set up our sign up route properly. So remove all the comments, and here, now, if the user already exists during a sign up, we redirect the user back to the sign up page. So first change which we need to make. And next, now we can focus completely on our login functionality. So we had stopped here where we just handle a post request, and now we need a remember variable to store true if the user has checked the remember checkbox, or else it's going to be false. Pretty straightforward. Now we need to check whether the user exists, and we also need to check whether the password here is the same as the password in the database. So first let's get the user, so same query here as well. And now if the user does not exist, or check password hash. So let's import this function first. So let's go up and check password has been imported, and now we check the user.password and the password which we just got from the user. So if this is false, so if the user already does not exist, or if the password returns false, then we return the user back. Return the user back to the login page. Login. And now we're good to go. And if the user exists and the password is true, we send them back to the profile page. So make sure that, as you can see, we just have set up the login functionality. We haven't actually logged in or created a session using Flask-Login until now. We'll do that in a bit. Now let's start doing that. So first we go to models.py and we add our user mixin function. So the user mixin function by Flask-Login will add the Flask-Login attributes to the model so that Flask-Login will be able to work with it. So let's see how that works. So from Flask_login we import user mixin. And let's add that inherit here. So we're good to go. Now that this is done, we need to specify our user loader. So a user loader tells Flask-Login how to find a specific user from the ID that is stored in their session cookie. We can add this in our create app function along with the init code for Flask-Login. So here, let's import the login manager. So from Flask-Login, we import the login manager, and let's add the code for that. So simple, pretty simple, straightforward code. So here we have initialized our login manager object. The view is auth.login, so auth.login is where it needs to find the login code slash login here, and we init the app, a simple boilerplate code, and now we need to have a user loader which tells Flask-Login how to find a specific user from the ID stored in the session cookie. So here, let's get our user model here inside, and now we have a login manager dot user loader, and let's load the user using user ID, and we return user dot query dot user dot query dot get int user ID. So now Flask-Login knows how to find a specific user using the session cookie, this piece of code. And now let's set up our login session inside our login post. So we need a few functions. So let's get those functions here. So from Flask-Login, import login user, log out user, and login required. So here with login post, we're going to log the user in. So login user, which is the user, and remember is what we have passed. So let me spell that right. And yeah, now we have officially logged in the user. And the next is logout. So logout is pretty straightforward. First, we have a decorator which says login required. So you need to be logged in to access the logout page. And then we can redirect the user back to the home page, so main.index. And now we just need to say logout user. And we have logged out the user. That's pretty straightforward, pretty direct. Now that we have a user that is logged in, and now when the user logs in, it is sent back to the profile page. So the profile page also has to be protected, and it should be login required. So let's first add that. So from Flask-Login, import login required, and we need the current user here because we're going to print the current user name in the profile page. So we have the login required current, so login required, and inside our profile.html, let's send the name as current user.name. Now that we have sent the username, let's see how we can handle it here. So we have the content block, and inside this, let's have an h1 tag. Welcome name using interpreting, and that's it. So now when the user logs in, goes back to the profile page. In the profile page, we have a login required decorator which ensures that the user is logged in, and it shows the name of the user or the person who has logged in. So that's nice. Now we need to make some very small changes in our base so that we can set it up better. So let me just tell you what kind of changes. So we have a form here where the user can log in and log out. So let's convert that form to something else. So now if the user is logged in, he can add a new workout. So we'll be adding functionality for this in the next video. If the user is not logged in, then show the sign up and login buttons. If he is logged in, then show the logout button. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just make sure it is there in the base.html function. And yeah, now as this is done, let's just check if we have done everything correctly. So we have set up the login manager here. Make sure that the user can log in and we can get the current user from here. Now, next thing is models. The user mixin is ready so that Flask-Login can get the user attributes. Next is the login function where we have logged in the user, we can log out the user, and in the main, we can check the profile page. So let's see how this works. Now we have switched on our server. We have a sign up page, so let's sign up for something else. So test 123 or test123 at gmail.com and test123. Let's sign up. Let's log in to test123 at gmail.com and test123. There is an error. So let's see what the error is. Remember is not defined. So just a second. We go to auth. Yep, my bad. So yeah, let's run it again. We have already signed up, so all we have to do is log in now. So let's go to home. Let's go to login. Test123 at gmail.com and test123. Let's log in. And as you can see, we are in the profile page. So, and we have our two new buttons. So we have logout and add new workout. So now when you go to account, you can see that it is currently saying test123. And we'll be working with these two buttons in the next video, but we have almost finished our application. And now when I click on logout, let's see what the problem is here. There's some errors, so yeah, we'll fix this in the next video. There's some pretty simple errors, nothing else. Main.index, we log out. So yeah, we'll see this in the next video, but for now, yeah, this is how we log in a user and handle the user sessions. Thank you.